Cinema isn't dead. Rian Johnson rebukes Netflix CEO's outdated comment amid Knives Out 3 buzz. By your name. In a world where digital platforms are rapidly shaping the future of entertainment, few topics spark as much passionate debate as the battle between streaming and the traditional movie-going experience. This debate recently flared up once again when Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos made a statement that triggered both industry insiders and movie lovers alike. But one of Hollywood's most respected contemporary filmmakers, Rian Johnson, has stepped forward to push back. Johnson, the mastermind behind the modern mystery revival Knives Out, and its sequel Glass Onion, is gearing up for the third installment of the beloved whodunit series titled Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. The film, which is expected to premiere on Netflix in the latter half of 2025, has already generated significant buzz, not just for its content, but for the discourse surrounding how and where audiences should experience it. Ted Sarandos sparks controversy at Time 100 event. The conversation began when Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos made a now widely discussed comment during a panel at the Time 100 summit. Sarandos, who has been instrumental in transforming Netflix from a DVD rental service into a global entertainment behemoth, remarked that the idea of going to a cinema to watch a movie was becoming an outdated concept. "We have to acknowledge that not everyone has access to a movie theater," Sarandos stated. "The notion that the theatrical experience is somehow sacred or essential, it's just outdated thinking. People can watch premium cinema at home now, and in many cases they prefer that." His comments sparked immediate reaction, not just from fans who view the cinema as a place of communal magic, but from professionals within the industry who view the big screen as an irreplaceable storytelling canvas. Rian Johnson offers a strong, respectful rebuttal. In an interview with Business Insider, director Rian Johnson weighed in on Sarandos' controversial opinion. Though respectful and measured in tone, Johnson made it clear that he fundamentally disagreed with the assertion that movie theaters are obsolete. "I love movies. I love going to movies," Johnson said, beginning his response with simple sincerity. Admitting that he hadn't heard Sarandos' full statement in its entirety and therefore wouldn't jump to mischaracterize his intent, Johnson still felt compelled to defend the theater experience. He pointed to recent box office successes as proof that people do still value the opportunity to see films on the big screen. "When you look at something like Sinners or a Minecraft movie, they're drawing big numbers in theaters. That tells you something. People will go if the movie is something they're excited about. The idea that theatrical is going away doesn't align with what we're seeing," he explained. A director who champions the cinema experience, Johnson, who rose to fame with films like Looper and Star Wars: The Last Jedi, has always been outspoken about his passion for traditional moviegoing. For him, it's not just about nostalgia, it's about the way stories are meant to be experienced. "There's something unique and powerful about sitting in a dark theater, surrounded by strangers, sharing laughs, gasps, and moments of quiet," Johnson said. "Streaming is great. I love it too. But it's not a replacement, it's an addition. They can coexist." As he gears up for the release of Wake Up Dead Man, Johnson made it clear he's pushing for a robust theatrical rollout, despite Netflix's typical practice of giving only limited theatrical releases before transitioning to streaming. "I want this in as many theaters for as long as possible," he emphasized. "We're going to push for everything we can get in terms of theatrical, because I want as many people as possible to see it in that form." Netflix's evolving approach to theatrical releases. This isn't the first time Johnson has pushed for a theatrical window within Netflix's ecosystem. Back in 2022, when Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, was released, Netflix made a rare decision to partner with major theater chains, including AMC, Regal, and Cinemark. The film played in about 600 U.S. theaters for 1 week, just long enough to qualify for awards and generate buzz, before it was made available for streaming a month later. Despite the limited run, Glass Onion performed strongly at the box office during its brief window, reportedly bringing in over $15 million in domestic ticket sales. Though those numbers could have been higher with a longer run, the performance proved that audiences were willing to leave their homes to see a Netflix film in theaters, especially one as entertaining and star-studded as Johnson's whodunits. With Wake Up Dead Man, Johnson hopes to push the boundaries even further. "I don't want this to be seen as just a Netflix movie in the way that some people think of that term," he said. "I want it to be a movie, period. Something people gather for, talk about, and experience together."